Welcome to Quick Test Professional 9. In this short movie, we will demonstrate some of the new features in the Application Area interface. Application Area Management offers many powerful new features for the automation engineer, including a new user interface for managing application area resources and new functionality for keyword management. Application areas provide all of the resources and settings needed to create a business component. Application area settings and any changes you make to these settings are automatically applied to any business component with which the application area is associated. To create an application area, connect to a Quality Center server and log in to a business process testing project. In the File menu, choose New and then choose Application Area. As you can see, the Application Area window contains several panes that enable you to specify the settings and resource files that you want your business components to inherit and use. The Application Area settings are divided into 4 panes. General Settings, where you can view and define general information about your application area, including its description and any add-ins associated with it. Function Libraries, where you can select the function library files that implement your user-defined keywords. Object Repositories, where you can select the shared object repositories that define the objects to be used in your business components. And Keywords, where you can determine which built-in and user-defined keywords or operations are available to subject matter experts when creating components. We'll start from the General Settings pane. It is important to include a clear description of the application area because the name and description are the only indications that a subject matter expert has when determining which application area to choose for a specific business component. Let's type a description for the application area. You can review the add-ins that will be loaded with components that are linked to this application area. If you want to modify the add-ins listed in this pane, click Modify and select or deselect an add-in. Clicking the Additional Settings button in the General pane opens the Application Area Settings dialog box, which comprises several tabs. These tabs enable you to define specific settings for your application area, such as the applications on which the components can record and run, and how a component recovers from unexpected events during a run session. If you test a web-based application, you can define the web browser settings. Now let's go to the Function Libraries pane, where you can associate function library files with your application area. These function libraries provide additional functionality in the form of user-defined keywords that can be used when creating business components. When you create a new application area, it is automatically associated with some built-in function libraries that provide commonly used keywords. Let's create a new function library file for the application area. First, click the Create Function Library button. Then type the function library name and click OK. The new function library is added to the list. Let's open this function library file for editing and implement a new user-defined keyword. Quick Test Professional loads the function library document in a tabbed window for editing. This is a short function that will return the button text. By registering this function to the WinButton object, you enable your subject matter experts to add a step that accomplishes everything in this function by adding a single step using this keyword. Save the file when editing is complete. It is automatically uploaded to Quality Center. Let's continue by setting up the shared object repositories for this application area. A shared object repository stores all of the test objects that can be used when creating steps for a business component. After you associate a shared object repository with an application area, it can be accessed by any component that is associated with it. Let's add an existing object repository to the repository list. First, click the Add Object Repository button. A blank line with a Browse button is displayed. Click the Browse button. The Quality Center Test Plan tree opens. Select the relevant location in the tree to display its attached object repositories. It is recommended to store object repositories in a dedicated folder like Object Repositories under the BPT Resources tree node. Select the object repository that you want to associate with your application area and click OK. The selected object repository is added to the list. In Quick Test Professional 9, you can associate many shared object repositories with your application area. The Object Repositories pane displays the list of shared object repositories currently associated with your application area and enables you to associate additional object repositories and to modify, delete, and prioritize these files. You can use existing shared object repositories that already contain your test objects, or you can create a new object repository from this pane, and it will automatically be saved in Quality Center and added to this list. You can then add objects to this newly created object repository. Before we finish, let's go to the Keywords pane to manage the availability of keywords for your business components. All user-defined keywords are available to subject matter experts, but by default, only select built-in keywords are available. The Keywords pane enables you to manage the built-in keywords and select which should be available to subject matter experts when they create components. For example, let's add the getCellData keyword of the web table object to the available keyword pool. First, click the drop-down menu of the Class column and type Web Table. Then click the drop-down menu of the Keyword column and type getC*. The getCellData method is displayed. Now select the checkbox in the Available column. Clicking a keyword in the list displays information about it in the Properties area at the bottom of the pane. This includes a textual description of what the keyword does and its location, which for built-in keywords is internal, and for user-defined keywords includes the name and path of its function library. As a last step, save the application area. The features demonstrated in this movie highlight some of the features that the new application area interface provides to help you prepare business process testing resources that subject matter experts can use with their business components. You've seen how to create and edit function libraries, add shared object repositories, manage keywords, and select the basic settings that all business components associated with your application area will use. You can learn more about application areas in the Quick Test Professional for Business Process Testing User's Guide.